In this video, I'm going to show you what you need in order to operate SAP analysis for Excel. So the first thing to know here is that if you don't have a 64-bit version of Office, this will not work. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that you actually have Microsoft Office. In other words, not just 365 where you have access to each individual app, but that you have the entire Office suite that includes Access that is 64-bit version. So in order to check this, you want to do the following. That first you'll go to office.com, sign in, and then from here, click Install Office and go to Other Install Options. From here, go to View Apps and Devices, because if you go to Install Office, it'll automatically choose the 32-bit version. From here, check that it is, in fact, the 64-bit version that you are going to install. Click Install Office. Now, when I first did this, I discovered that I had the 32-bit version. It gave me an error message that basically said, cancel if you want to install the 64-bit version. So I hit close on that window instead of just going ahead with it. And from there, what I had to do is actually go to Apps and Features, and then from here I had to look for any cases of Microsoft Office that I had and uninstall them. And so that included anything with this label that I uninstalled. So right now I already just went through the process of installing what I believe to be the 64-bit version. So I'm going to hold off on that. But if you do get that error message, you'll have to install you'll have to uninstall all of your previous versions first, then close the window and try again. Once you've completed that process, the next thing you're going to do is download the executable for SAP Business Objects Analysis 2.8. I've already done this. Once you have it, it'll look like this. Go ahead and right-click it to run as administrator. Say Install Anyway. And here you may get additional error messages. For example, I got one that said that I needed to install Visual Studio 2010. It gives you a link to download that, so go ahead and do that. If you get an error about Office and are confused about how to work through that, just let me know. But basically, yeah, you have to uninstall any previous 32-bit versions that you do have and install the 64-bit version. So since I've done that already, I can now go ahead and use the installer. So I'm going to say Next and click Analysis for Microsoft Office. I'm actually just going to choose both and say Next. These will be put in your add-ins, so I'm going to say Next. And from here, it should be installed. So I'm going to hit Close. And at this point, you should be able to proceed with page 6 of 5.4, Slicing and Dicing and Analysis. If you have any questions, please let me know.